Structural deficit, and that's why right now it's also our top priority. C'est pourquoi la réduction de notre déficit est la priorité principale de notre gouvernement.
Premier, you mentioned an energy policy coming up in a couple of weeks. Yes. How will that affect St. John?
Look, the way the process is working, we've had the Energy Commission working for the last few months. In the coming weeks, they will be presenting their recommendations to government, and we'll act on it at that point in time. I would expect they'll be coming to government in early May. So it's early to really prejudge what they're going to be coming with. What I can say is energy needs to be an important part of the future of St. John. And the message today that we heard from the forestry sector, as an example, competitive energy rates as being part of that solution. The energy future is not only about electricity, it's also about natural gas and the opportunities that exist there as well. So the Energy Commission will be reporting in the coming weeks. We will be working to move as quickly as we possibly can on their recommendations.
Still with energy, I mean, with everything that's been happening lately in Japan, does that give you any pause for thought of putting LaPro back online or of continuing talks towards a second reactor?
Look, our first priority is to see LaPro go back online in a timely, but most importantly, safe fashion. And you can be certain that the work that has gone on LaPro, the people of AECL and MB Power and our nuclear specialists are world leaders. And what has happened in Japan, the way that the nuclear sector is structured, they will be incorporating what is learned from Japan as well into the work that's going on with LaPro. So I have full confidence in the work that is being done there. As I've said in the past, it's premature to be thinking about other reactors at this point in time. We need to get LaPro refurbished, get it done in timely fashion, given what it's taken place up to this point in time, and in a safe fashion as well.
Do you think there's any work with the public to try to reassure the public?
Well, obviously what has happened with Japan does, I'm concerned about confidence that could be undermined because of that. What I can assure the people of New Brunswick is the work that is being done at LaPro is with there's full regulatory process, full transparency, and in a very safe way, and we'll continue to ensure that is the way it's done.
In terms of government restructuring, would you consider yourself a Tea Party advocate? Go that far? What we're seeing in Wisconsin, places like that?
Oh, look, I'm not looking at what's taking place in Wisconsin. What I'm looking at is what's taking place in New Brunswick. And we've said as a government that we would bring forward a responsible budget, a budget that would be balanced, and a budget that would start to get us back to fiscal reality. And I believe we've accomplished that with the first budget. Now we have to deliver it. So we will be very focused working with departments in the coming weeks to ensure they deliver on what is represented in the budget. But the second part is to start to do that review of culture, review of structure in government, and bring real accountability to the system. And that is something that we've announced this week, and we'll be moving forward on. But we're doing our work in a very responsible and with sound management practices.
But there's so much inertia here in the civil service.
I can tell you that there were more than 1,500 emails that I received from public servants during the budget process. I can tell you that people want to see change. People want to be part of the change. I've been very impressed as well by our public unions who have worked side by side during the budget process with the Minister of Finance. And I believe people know that we have some very significant challenges. They want to be part of the solutions going forward, and we're demonstrating that right now.
Premier, will we be able to Zoom through the toll booth on Friday without having to pay?
Look, everything that in our capacity to be able to is yes, it is not a federal election that is holding this deal up. It is the opposition, and ultimately it is up to the opposition on what day we are going to get this done. But I can tell you it is coming very, very shortly, and I can tell you we're doing everything that we can do to get it finished for April 1st.
What about
the opposition had, as an example, we brought forward a bill that was needed to do to eliminate the Harbour Bridge Authority. The opposition had agreed to pass second reading on the 25th, when was the first day possible for that to come through. They broke their promise. We don't know what they will do in the next couple of days. That is a decision that they have to make if they want to filibuster. But I can tell you the people of St. John want to see the tolls come down. We want to see the tolls come down, and we want to see them come down this week.
Still with the bridge, will the second phase of the upgrade go through this year as planned?
We are committed to seeing the work done to the bridge that both the federal government and our government support. So we're working full speed ahead on seeing it done.
Would a change in federal government change the debt? Would New Brunswick be struggling with the debt?
Look, my understanding, certainly we feel very good about our agreement with the federal government. I have full confidence that no matter who forms government after May's election, it will go forward as planned. And quite frankly, both the Progressive Conservatives and the Federal Conservatives and the Federal Liberal Party have said that they would honor the agreement.
A doctor shortage is nothing new in the province, obviously, and I know all levels of government and different groups have been in support of the medical school here, and I wonder what your thoughts are on a large majority of the seats being sold to international students.
Look, I have concern when Dalhousie sells seats certainly offshore. That's a decision that they take through their program. Certainly the development of the program in St. John was to allow us to focus on being able to train New Brunswickers here close to home, because we know when physicians are trained in a community, they're more likely to stay in that region. So that's where our area of focus is, most certainly.
So it's concerning that at least 10 seats are being sold to.
Look, we have committed to the first class and moving forward with the students being educated here. Again, our ability to focus on New Brunswick students is utmost important for us to be able to deal with the number of physicians that we need in the province in the long term.
Getting back to LaPro, is there any progress on a deal with the feds on the cost overruns?
What I can say is it continues to be of utmost priority. Whenever I have an opportunity to speak with the Prime Minister, it is one of the first things that is on my lips in our discussion, along with the federal members in New Brunswick. At this current time, what we are actually doing is doing an evaluation of the full costs associated with the overruns tied to LaPro. We're going to be providing that information to the federal government. That's part of the process, and that was something, quite frankly, that had been lacking in the past, which we have directed MB Power to provide that evaluation for us.
Premier, you didn't get a chance to finish your response to whether the upgrades on the bridge would be going ahead this year.
My plan is to have them go ahead this year. I haven't seen the specifics of the work that's been done by the Department of Transportation, but it should be no different than what was already planned.
Is there anything that still has to be done in Ottawa in order to take the tolls off the bridge?
The responsibility actually rests with us in the province, and we have met everything that, or the federal government has met what we've needed to be able to move forward with confidence to take the tolls off. It's not the federal government, it's not the provincial government that is causing any potential delay in the tolls coming off. Quite frankly, it's the opposition in the province of New Brunswick. If the federal Liberal Party is saying that they will honor the contract, if the federal government and the provincial government have an agreement to move forward, I've got some real questions why the opposition is not supporting that, so that we can see on April 1st the tolls off, so that St. Johners are being dealt with in a fair way, no differently than any other New Brunswicker.